We are not poor in knowledge. We are not poor in human resources. We are not poor in capital resources. We are only poor in management and leadership. We are here not to talk politics. We are here to present a future to you. A future of a country that is so rich, endowed, and highly populated, very dynamic, unique in its culture, unique in our tradition, unique in our ethnicity. A country we determine that we make our prosperity possible if only we use that God-given opportunity of diversity for prosperity of Nigerians. We're sure to do that. That is where I'm standing here to assure you. We're in doubt. We can do it. And you heard the names of people that I mentioned. Many of them are here in their own private jets. We are not poor in knowledge. We are not poor in human resources. We are not poor in capital resources. We are only poor in management and leadership.
So Nigeria is not poor in knowledge. They are not poor in resources, but they are actually poor in leadership and management. This is President Tinubu's powerful speech at his G20 meeting with some delegates from Nigeria in India. He made it clear, he made it known that Nigeria is unique in culture, which is quite true, in tradition and in ethnicity. The only problem we're having as a country is poor management and poor leadership, and this is true. So now that his administration is coming with a renewed hope, what is he going to correct in this poor management that he has admitted that is a problem of Nigeria, and poor leadership? Let's start with the removal of fuel subsidy. He removed the fuel subsidy without palliative, without anything to alleviate the hardship and difficulties that Nigerians will face, which they are already facing now. Current price of petrol pump price is 615. Now he allowed the naira to float with the dollar. $1 is 900 and something naira, and maybe some CBN rate is 700 and something. Electricity tariff plan has been increased. So what I mean, talk is cheap. Gone are the days when we value speeches like this from political leaders. Someone could just write these things, though you could see that he may be reading off script. He's not looking at the script, but it's easy for a political leader or president or whosoever to just come up and give us 9 speeches like this. But how can this be implemented? If he's admitting now on a war stage, this is not a speech he's making in Nigeria. He's making this speech in India, admitting that we have poor management and poor leadership. Let's look at Lagos Blue Rail, for example. Well, it's commendable, a nice development from Sanwo-Olu. Sanwo-Olu is really working. I see a lot of comments popping up, and some are like, just give it 5 months, just give it 1 year. Some of the doors of this Blue Rail will be off, and some of these train will start malfunctioning, and they will not maintain it. Not that money is not disbursed for it to be maintained. Money will be disbursed, but the person in charge of maintaining this trend will, use it to enrich himself. That's the problem. He is admitting, Tinubu is admitting that we have, the only problem we have, which I also believe that this is one of the best speech that President Tinubu or any president of Nigeria has ever made. Actually identifying the fault we have. Nigeria has a lot of intellectuals, has a lot of scientists, technocrats. In fact, if you go, to some other countries, European countries, Americas, they see Nigerians as one of the most intelligent and brilliant people in the world. But we see some destinies are laying waste, some ideas are being destroyed, some of the passions and goals that so many people in this country have is frustrated. Now, if we have good leaders that will invest in the knowledge that many citizens of this country have, invest in this infrastructure, invest in so many things, human capacity development, you will see that Nigeria will not just be giant of Africa, they will be on top in the world. So him saying that we are poor in leadership and management, what measures is he taking to make sure that his administration will lead well, seeing that he's the number one now in Nigeria? And not just that, he is also the ECOWAS chairman. What measures is he putting forward to ensure that Nigeria, West Africa is on top of the world? Well, let me not just talk about West Africa, let me focus on Nigeria. What measure will he take now to ensure that his administration leads the country well? The resources we have, because Buhari administration borrowed a lot, borrowed to the point that we cannot even service our debt. Huge amount of money, billions of naira is borrowed, or even trillions. Now, what measures will Tinubu take now to ensure that our resources, we have a lot of mineral resources, illegal mining going on in Osun State, illegal mining going on in Zamfara State? What measures is he going to take? We have Ajaokuta still, we have oil refineries that are yet to be launched. Currently, Nigeria is still, exporting crude oil and then importing refined one. We don't have any functioning refinery. What measure is he taking to make sure that all these things are put in place so that a country like Nigeria that is rich in mineral resources could thrive, could at least boast of one refinery, could at least boast of something tangible? The only major source of revenue in this country is crude oil. We have all the mineral resources, but it's only this crude oil that everyone is depending on, laying hand on. So this is crazy. Something has to be done, and we are hoping, looking at Mr. President to see what hope he's going to bring to the already frustrated Nigerians, disappointed Nigerians.